वे तो 3, 2, 1 गो क्यों कर रहे बे?
हाँ रुकना। थ्री
पहले ही कहा।
3, 2, 1। थ्री टू वन। अरे माधर चौथ लेट किया अच्छी थी तेरा ले। अरे
चलेगा
हाँ
चलेगा।
हाँ चलेगा चल। क्लैप क्लैप मारा। सो इंट्रो मैं देता हूँ Hey guys, welcome to the Internet Set Show, show where we discuss random, interesting, funny facts, absurd, weird
ए
facts.
ए ए भाई ए लफड़ा मत कर भाई. This is our own show. This is our own show.
आज तो रणबीर
Hi
का दे दे।
everyone. अरे ये राइवल राइवल लोग का नाम नहीं लेने.
Eh, benchot. This is a podcast, School Fellas, and we will be discussing Sanchit. Please go ahead with your intro, please. As you wrote it
Hi
on
everyone.
Spotify.
This will be available on each and every platform, audio
Yeah,
platform.
just
So
give the
welcome to
fucking
School
intro.
Fellas. Hey, shut up, man. Really shut up. Okay, welcome to our School Fellas podcast where we discuss everything about existence, conventional, non-conventional theories, arts, comedy, and lasun, etc. Many other things. I'm your host, Sanchit Shetty. This is our second host, Sumit Matre. And today on our podcast, we have the one and only, what we can say, astrologer.
Yeah. So, our dear friend Rahul is learning astrology from St. Xavier's College, Mumbai.
Astrophysicist. Welcome,
Guys,
Mr. Galileo.
It's
Mr. Galileo,
guys,
welcome.
guys, first and foremost, it's astronomy, not astrology.
Yeah.
Astrology is what that Jyotish people do.
Sir, read my palm, sir. Tell me about my future. It really seems dark.
But
Sir,
Rahul,
tell us about 2020, sir.
But Rahul, the intro sound like bit Arnab Goswami. Didn't you think of that?
Tell me who you are. Just tell me who you are.
Stop yelling, please.
Stop yelling! I'm leaving this show, man.
Okay. On a serious note, our dear friend Rahul Shudji is an astrophysicist studying from St. Xavier's College, and he has done a lot of many projects for science, physics, and an interesting stargazer. We have been to many places to stargaze and been sober, obviously. So Rahul, my first thing to you is tell me one thing that what is the favorite song of every astrophysicist?
There won't be any particular favorite for any astronomer because
There is one. It's called Ye Tara, Wo Tara, Har Tara.
yes, yeah, that would be one. But whenever you under the stars and the whole solar system, or you can say just a normal dark sky, like every song plays in your head. So there's not any single song. There's just a silence, the cold, and the brightness, and the shining stars.
Dude,
Which you,
no one told
which
you
you
to
guys
go
see.
so deep.
No, I'm not telling you to go deep. I'm just telling you. I'm, I'm just telling you that it's all about observation. Astronomy is first and foremost all about observation. Like when the astronomy started, the main purpose of it was to observe the stars, observe their movements, observe how the planets revolve, observe how the satellites revolve of the same existing planets. So basically, astronomy is nothing big. It's just plain observation, like with a much more detailed view. It's nothing much. It's just observation.
It's the thing that is really famous among people. That is there any significant difference between, on a serious note I'm talking about, is there any difference between astronomy and astrology?
There
Because
is
people believe however planets outside our earth can affect your life system happening of around you.
Yeah, so see, the thing these astrologers do is that they make certain sets of rules. Okay, so according to the said, at such time, such planet would be in such area, so something good or bad would happen. But in the so the whole main part of astronomy is that nothing is fixed here. Even the sun is moving. Sun sometimes would be in Capricorn, so then it would be in Taurus. I'm just saying an example, okay? So there's not nothing specific when it comes to astronomy. You cannot just make rules, okay? Because you know, right? The Earth is moving, so Earth is moving. So along with it, Sun is also moving. It's not that we cannot make out, but yeah, there is some shifts going on in the whole Milky Way is also moving. So you cannot actually make out that this planet is lying in this constellation or this constellation or this, because everything is moving. The whole universe is expanding. You have heard this quote, right?
Okay, Rahul, so I have a
Yeah.
one out of the box question. So, what's your opinion on flat earthers? People who believe flat earth, people who believe earth is flat. Because one time I still remember Sanchit came to me and like, "Arey, Sumit, earth flat hai re? Earth flat hai? Earth flat hai?"
See, there was a time where the whole earth used to believe this, that the earth is
And
flat.
and I guess one of them, many astrophysicists died after it because proving wrong. Happened
Yeah,
around 15th or 16th century.
yeah, Copernicus, etc. were heavily abused by churches and stuff. So what I'm gonna say is that the flat idea actually is for that time it was valid. People do believe that the earth was flat. Later it came to conclusion that the earth is circular. But the circular is again wrong prediction for the earth.
Sanchit, this message doesn't get record or what?
No, it won't, because I have never said that earth. I'm not that dumb. Okay.
I know you said once. I still remember that. I should have recorded all this shit now. Now from now on onwards. I think.
I guess you went on another trip to believe that earth is flat. You went on a trip,
I
not
still don't believe Earth is flat. I still don't believe Earth is flat. ना तो science पढ़ा है school में संचय. Come on. Don't underestimate so much.
if Rahul, if you get a chance to select any of these space institute you would like to work, ISRO or
Yeah.
NASA.
Obviously, man. Atmanirbhar.
Ah, my
but-
boy.
Wait a minute. मन में है
No,
ISRO.
no.
दिमाग
No,
में
no,
है
there's-
NASA.
No, man.
And then
won't be
ये
NASA.
जो देश है तेरा स्वदेश है तेरा.
Rahul, ISRO, you for sure you will join ISRO.
But there are three
No,
options
I'm
now.
not sure.
Wait. There are three options now. There is SpaceX. There is also Blue Origin. There is also NASA and then ISRO. So it's
Rosmos of Russia. Roscosmos.
हाँ रशिया you love Russia so much तो तू बेंचो जा सकता है वहाँ पे.
Yeah, man. I love Slav people.
Slav people. You suka
But
black.
But the thing is, why to give something for some other countries where you can give your right? You pay taxes here and everything, and why to go there and sell your brains out?
Right
That's
now,
what I think. That's what I think. It's not ideal or anything. That's just yeah. Because wholly speaking, science doesn't have any countries or anything or barriers or stuff like NASA or ISRO. So that won't be much of a big deal. But as far as the convenience is concerned, yeah, basically ISRO would be a,
one thing that really happens is that people, but this space thing was eventually started due to the beginning of Cold War. It happened totally due to Cold War, where John F. Kennedy, when he became the president, he said that we will send our We'll send our astronauts to moon. Straightly, simply, no one ever tried that. So suddenly it happened due to Cold War, and is really space a war between countries about who will go first, who will settle there first, and about research related to it, because it's really waging between Russia, US, China.
Yeah, but what are you asking?
It's
That
eventually
who's
it's
winning the war
there will
or
be.
the research?
Yeah, in future there will be, yeah. Even I think so. That. But another question, Rahul, I have over here, that in India, do you think our government is more investing in scientific research and space program? Because I don't think so. Because our government in India is mostly going ahead with the war ammunition, basically. So, do you think it's gonna be there will be a more investment in space researches?
So far, uh, the government hasn't really made less deals with. So there won't be any problem to ISRO because government is funding them. Because there's another mission in 2022 that where they are establishing a international space station from ISRO in 2022, and the funds have been increasing day by day, years by year. So there wasn't any backlash from government for ISRO
Right,
because
right now, there has been invite sent to private institutes to invest in space sector. They have opened up private for all the private startups and right now Sivan sir, the director of ISRO, has said that many private companies have come up, but not quite a few big names have been there. But it's a really good start for space sector, just
yeah,
like how
definitely.
SpaceX has eventually captured the space market, where private
Yeah,
sector was not allowed totally.
Yeah,
And
yeah, definitely.
SpaceX, if SpaceX wasn't there, I don't know where NASA would have been, because right now, like a month back, they have launched a rocket satellite and sent their astronauts wearing SpaceX suits
Yeah, it's a
to
yeah,
great deal for
space.
SpaceX though, because it's basically even U.S. government wants NASA and SpaceX to explore their boundaries. So I think that SpaceX have achieved already what NASA is trying to do with the rocket relaunching and all that stuff. But yeah, I think they have a great collaborative. Whereas the other person, Mr. Jeff Bezos, is also coming in the picture right now with his Blue Origin thing. I think it's gonna be a tough competition in this in near future.
The one thing about what happened uh, in Jan 2020 is that Pentagon actually released videos of UFOs, and they stated that they are real. What kind of bullshit is that?
they
Because
are
they
what
confirmed that
rare occurrences or something. Did you say?
they eventually released official videos of UFOs. They have spotted UFOs. And this is not me saying, this is not a theory. It's actually, they have stated a fact. They have sent a notice. They have released videos on Twitter that there has been sightseeings, occurrences of UFOs. Pentagon, the US Pentagon has have released those videos, because how more shit can go deep. And even Bob Lazar, the guy who used to work at Area 51, you can watch his documentary on Netflix, has stated that there has been findings of UFOs and also of alien. Bob Lazar has stated that he has a podcast with Joe Rogan and a documentary on Netflix. He used to work for Area 51. Now we don't know how deep this shit is, but it's maybe real. It may be real because they have stated the fact that they have released videos
But
about
it
UFOs.
might be also fake, na? Just to take your just to dilute your just to diverse. Basically, because maybe it's just a video that they have released. It might be a fake one, or who knows who has verified it.
Pentagon, the US
Do you
Pentagon
think
have
UFOs are there out?
officially.
Yeah, but to diverse the mind of the fellow Americans and others. Maybe they have.
Diverse from what? From what? Like,
Yeah.
hey, you are having a bad day. Okay, so watch these YouTube UFO videos flying around.
But do you think it's real? Because I don't think so.
Pentagon, Pentagon has officially released
अरे
videos.
पेंटागन का बहुत सारा चूतियापा भी है ऐसे देखने में. तो have you
uh,
watched War Dogs? The gun wala, Jonah
Yeah,
Hill
yeah.
and the actor.
no.
I don't remember his name. Yeah, it's a great movie on Pentagon contract and Chinese arms and ammunition.
That
It's a
thing
great
is
movie.
related to
It's a real story though.
money and guns.
Yeah, money and guns, arms and ammunition. I think Rahul left.
I was saying that is they are recently from many other countries are exploring more into research, and there are billions and billions of dollars spent on space research missions. So is that any kind of worth? I'm not saying it's not worthless. I'm saying that there are other problems like starvation, poverty,
Yes,
and
yes.
regarding that. So is that concern that isn't that too much amount has been spent on other things rather than things which are really important to strive and survive on this planet rather than taking learnings from other planets?
Okay, so I would frame it in this way that okay, some are like when you're talking about poverty or economical problems or any all about any third world countries making its development. So social and scientific are two different areas. You make social progress and you make scientific progress. So basically, an ideal government should take both things and walk hand in hand. But sometimes they, you know what, weight imbalances, right? So some of the attention goes to, like you can see countries like Switzerland or Norway. They are not much into like India. They are, but not that much. Like the geostationary satellites we uh, launch once or twice. Like they're not that much progress, but based on their social and economical problems, they are very much stable. They're much more stable than we would ever be. So I think they are both different areas, and government plays an important role again. So I won't say that paying attention to one area and not paying to other would cause any problem. It solely depends on the government who is undertaking those projects and thinking about its country and the people, the citizens who are living. So yeah, there should be like proper constituency between both of them.
Yeah.
So everything should be perfectly balanced, like US is doing, somewhat like Russia is doing. I
Yeah.
won't call both of them a proper ideal one, but yeah.
But I don't think so. Our government is more interested in scientific research. That I question led to you earlier also.
Yeah, they won't be, but the thing about the yeah, our whole podcast on space would be our government has been quite helpful when it comes to funding, just for ISRO.
Okay.
Like the fundings have been increasing right from the time when Rajiv Gandhi was there up till now. So
Yeah.
there is not like if you see the graph, it's exponential when it comes to the fund given by the government. So there, I think the government is encouraging, but they're not. But they should. They're neglecting social issues. So yeah, that's that, and yeah, that would be pretty much it.
Uh, last year, regarding it, there was a black hole picture, which
Yeah.
our favorite director Christopher Nolan correctly predicted it and showcased it in Interstellar. So,
Hmm.
so there's a huge significance of a black hole and the viral photo behind it. which became a talk of the town that it's similar to Mendu Vada.
And you South Indians hopped on it.
Hello.
There has been findings of black hole and also planet like Earth situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, exoplanets.
How more can we get into black holes?
How more?
Hey, first of all, what's
Are you
inside the black hole for general knowledge purposes? What's inside the black hole? Is
See,
there another different
basically-
world or what is it?
No, there's nothing. I'll try to explain you. Okay, so consider a star like a sun. Okay,
Hmm.
so like everything, it comes with an expiry date.
Yeah.
So after a billion years, sun would get burst. Okay.
Yeah.
So when the star collapses, it falls under its own gravity, creating a black hole. So it would vacuum or it would suck everything surrounding it. Okay, like our planet and every other planet around it.
Yeah.
So what would happen would be that everything would go inside, and we would all just die, and there would be just void or something. The pool would be much more than we could ever imagine. There has been a black hole which was discovered by one mathematician and astronomer Katie Bowman. The image was the brain behind the image was from her. She wrote all the algorithm behind that image, and that was the radiation we got from the M37. That was the black hole. So yeah, what
How-
would happen? What would
How was the black hole captured eventually? What's the instrument behind it of capturing that black hole?
there were there weren't any instruments like a proper telescope wasn't used, but the radiations were taken up from it. Like if you get into radio astronomy, X-rays or radio waves, basically what happens is that like there's a distant faraway galaxy, right? It works same as a dish. You know how a basically normal dish works. There is a receiver and there is a transmitter. Basically, it works the same. The amount of radiation we get from the distant faraway galaxy or a solar
I think-
system, it's basically
Yeah,
it's basically that's the same image.
because I think
So
the
again-
same. Yeah, the same thing was with the China biggest telescope they ever built. Even I think
Yeah.
that was on the radiation. Yeah, because it
Radio
was not a like
telescope, yeah.
radio telescope. Yeah, so it used to count the meters. I used to count the radiation, and after that it used to count the all the stars and galaxies. So I think and China has built the biggest telescope yet, and it's
Yeah,
a
biggest one.
great one. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, watch it on YouTube. It's available.
And everyone's favorite person, and everyone looks up to him. Some people may look up to him as a villain. Some people he's a hero. Elon Bhai.
Okay, who
Elon.
looks up to him as villain?
No, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, I think.
That's just rivalry. I don't think he considers him as an enemy.
Business rival.
Yeah,
Business
business
rival,
guy.
yeah.
They're trolling each other on Twitter.
But I think SpaceX cracked the deal with NASA, so it's I think Elon will be like top of the line in this field. But Rahul, what do you think about space movies like 2001 Space Odyssey or Christopher Nolan's Interstellar? These movies that represent science and space. Do you think that more of it is fictional, or it's getting more kind of fictional, or it's very in a scientific way? The movie they are making.
The movie
Talking
like
about
Gravity.
facts. Yeah.
Yeah, the movie like Gravity, Martian would give some ideas to the normal audience on how space exploration works. But when it comes to Interstellar,
Yeah.
or like another Matrix like movie where there are four dimensions and shit. So that's just bit fictional, not bit, a much more fictional when it comes to fourth dimension. There are many dimensions. I'm not disagreeing with that, but yeah, the one where book falls off and the Murphy's law. I'm not against it. I'm just not. That's
Happy
not
with that.
scientific.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, no. I like the movie, but that's
With the
not
Murphy's Law.
purely. Yeah, yeah, but it, when you see from a
There's one
yeah,
scene from Men in Black. The thing is, they're looking at nebula star. I guess they're finding nebula star. Isn't that
yeah,
Agent
yeah.
K? And after the end of at the end, the aliens collect those balls, and the cat has the globe-like system, and inside that globe there are galaxies around it. So the main thing is, are there any how big is space, and how many planet like Earth are there, and is there any chance that one planet can contact another planet? Two Earths, three Earths, thousands of Earths. Will they
Uh,
be able to get into contact with each other?
yeah, they can. When see the progress happens in a not in a shorter period of time, right? It takes years.
Yeah,
Like
longer
it took
process.
years as it took a certain amount of years to make a space rocket and stuff. So when we talk about the exoplanets, these aren't just normal planets like Mars or Mercury. Yeah, these are some faraway light years distance away from us. So when we talk about these exoplanets and the or the planets which we can contact them, so the main thing here is that the transmission, as far as the transmitting object is more than the speed of light. I think it's possible to contact another galaxy. I think it's contact. I think it's possible to get some signal from them as well. So, and I do believe that there exists some another human-like form or some any other form because there are endless possibilities. There won't be anyone. I don't believe in parallel universes, but I do believe that there are much more things in this universe than just human beings. So yeah, they can achieve, and they will, I guess.
Yeah, but it depends on us now. Because the
Yeah,
thing is that unless and until we
obviously.
don't take initiative, it will not make progress. Because with the current India, no, I don't think so. It will take time to reach at the certain level of NASA and SpaceX. But we are doing great.
Yeah.
Third world country, so
I think in every sector, what we are saying, be it arms, be it space, be it research, and also in economy, we are there in top five of every sector. But it will take time for us to be number one because no country is perfect. People have to make it perfect. There are some
people
issues in
people
many
have to make it perfect.
countries.
Yeah.
There are many issues in different countries. People think America is progressive, they're way ahead of time. Bullshit. They have their own problems. If there's one show called I don't know, Newsroom, where he describes that US is not the number one country.
No.
They lack in various sectors. Everything is lacking among it.
I think the
And
government is hiding that a lot.
and USA is a most fastest country. I think.
I feel that there have been many. No one takes responsibility. Even people should take responsibility for what they are doing. And at this point of time, people should stand together to talk up what is right, what is wrong, and for things for research and for humanity. Each and every country should be united for a purpose. That if a country is going to space, we should give our resources for some exchange if they would like to like, and look for progress of human development and space research for what the best they can do. But in some way, due to various differences, countries fall apart. They are not united for particular cause. Obviously, they have conflicts in many other regions about space. So there will be a space war one day. Other who wants to go first, maybe be it during the 1960s and 70s, Russia and USA had a big tip off, and we remember this Sputnik. Sputnik was the first one to revolve around Earth.
Yeah.
Gagarin was the first person
Yuri Gagarin.
to glow around the globe, and people might know Kardashians, their family background, but most of them don't know who is Yuri Gagarin.
But yeah, but
And
yeah, go ahead.
in education, in school, do, do you think there should be an addition of a particular topic or a subject in school sector? How children should be taught about space research and findings, so that they would be more into space research.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so uh, there are some colleges who are promoting research. So, yeah, not right from school because we have to learn much more elemental things. But when it comes to research, India has never been back, much more behind. So I think we are going fine. Yeah, we are not much into practical from the days where we are small, but yeah,
But talking about wars, I guess there are there are people who are hunting satellites, and the thing is going very far. So if there is a documentary on Vice, I guess on YouTube, it's there on YouTube, that US is hunting, or US is taking down some other satellites from other countries like Russian satellites or China satellites, and I think space war is already begin. If you see the
yeah,
space
it's
war,
competition. See, when you talk about the world powers, China is one of them. Chinese people has always been up to their mark. So
yeah.
same with the US, and Russians were like post World War Two, they were good, but after the partition and stuff, they're still good. But the main power would be Chinese and the Americans. So yeah, there is war between them, not an actual war, but the war of progress and stuff. So yeah,
And recently, there has been many
yeah,
asteroids been on Earth or else diverting from Earth. And past 10 years, there has been a lot of incidents about asteroids occurring.
yes,
Is there any big enough asteroid which would collapse from our from our planet?
see if there are any, we
Not
would
from our planet.
know. Yeah, we would know them prior 1 month or 2 months because astronomers are always from all the countries are always having their research going on. So we would know if any foreign object is coming in our gravity or something in our gravitational pull. So if there is any, we would get a time clock or some situation like that. So when it is arriving, so yeah, asteroids might arrive. There is no like proper certainty. It's always uncertainty when it comes to asteroid. But so far there wasn't any big asteroid which have destroyed any civilization or anything. So I guess we are okay.
How how can you explain the concept of Big Bang?
Basically, Big Bang is nothing but when two particles got together, a collision happened between them, energy was released, and that energy got transmitted and stuff. It's much more. Big Bang is like the fundamental of everything. Like, do you want me to explain in detail?
How can you explain it to a 10-year-old kid?
Yeah, I would explain. I would just say to him that um, like when you talk about a seed, right? You grow a plant from a seed. Basically, it's that.
मेरे घर पे उग रहा है.
Matre is creating a difference by growing a plant in his house. Planet
But
Earth
that-
is saved.
But that plant is for Ayurveda, motherfucker. It's a marijuana. I'm trying to grow marijuana in my house.
Mumbai police, please take note.
I hope they get the cat. Yeah. So talking about space. So it's a more kind of this thing, exploration. But in space program, you also need research. People, kids like us, when we were in school, so everyone wanted to be an astronaut, right? Because now the dream has totally collapsed. If you see, we have completely get down. We have went down to the road. We are not in great ambition that this is a school, and in school we always wanted to be an astronaut, but right now we are just sitting here. At least एक ढंग का job मिल जाएगा, बस हो जाएगा भाई. It's that kind of condition right now.
It varies, right? Like someone wanted to be an astronaut in his 12, in his second grade. I don't think he would keep that in mind when he's growing, right? When he or she is growing,
Yeah,
priorities change, right? People
that
change.
is it. Yeah.
So they get to know that there are much more things we can do rather than being an astronaut. So I guess it varies. It's not same for all the time. But yeah, one wants to be an astronaut, he has to take up aeronautical and stuff. He has to bring out good grades, not just good grades, excellent grades.
Yeah.
And
I think you have to put
yeah.
your whole self into astronomy or whether to get into the science research program, because it's not like that करके रट्टा मारेगा तो कुछ हो ही जाएगा इसमें. It's not
Yeah,
that
it's not.
case.
So if you study hard, motherfuckers, and be astronaut, because we won't be able to study that hard.
Matre, tell that to your kids.
हाँ, तो मैं तो नहीं पाया, तो हम लोग से तो नहीं होता है.
How you have been to many stargazing spots. So tell us, in India, in Maharashtra, are there any stargazing spots people would
There
like to
are
explore?
there are many stargazing spots in the radius of 15 to 20 kilometers only. So basically what you require is just a noise pollution, light pollution free sky, nothing else. So when you go away from a distant crowded places or towns or cities, you experience that. So not just in Maharashtra, you can experience it anywhere in India.
Anywhere where there is no light pollution, right?
Yeah,
Because there is
and
some time lapse. Yeah.
and in summer and winter days only.
And where you have been to stargazing?
I've been to Nera, which is a spot named Saguna Bagh. I've been to Bhandardara. Uh, I've been to I've been to Prabhalgarh, and yeah, that much. Just three, I guess. Yeah.
If people want to start with stargazing, what are the basic requirements, or how to read stars? See,
See when whenever you go to an event conducting stargazing, there are mentors there. There are astronomers there. They would explain you in much more detail than anyone would ever do. So whenever you go to a stargazing event, it would be a one guy who would explain you every star you are seeing above your head, like every small star. Okay, like every constellation you can witness. So mentors are there. So whenever you are going from a good organization, which are in Mumbai, many of them are. I went with two of them. The professors with whom I am worked with were way more intelligent and way more interactive when it comes to explaining normal planets or constellation to normal people like us. So you won't find that any hard. You would memorize some of them there, there and there itself. So it won't be that much of a tedious process to know all of that.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I guess you once said that there are many planets visible from
Yeah, of
our
course they are. We can
yeah, yeah.
see.
You can see. Yeah. There's an app on Play Store. You can there's a virtual, so it's like AR app.
Stellarium, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I use that app to see Venus.
uh,
I used to show you guys where is Jupiter and Venus.
But
Jupiter, Venus.
yeah, it's there.
Yeah, I've shown you nebula, right? Whenever we went to beachside or something, I used to show Orion Nebula, the small clusters between these three stars.
Orion's belt.
Orion's belt, yeah. So you do remember, right? So whenever you go to a stargazing event, first of all, whenever there is a pretty sky, so that is something different. You get away from all of your daily routine and you sit underneath them. So it automatically gets into you to know them, to know everything about it. So
Yeah,
that's different. That's like proper astronomy.
yeah. Uh, but apart from that, if you are even in Mumbai, if you want to explore space, Nehru Planetarium has it all. If you
Yeah.
want to, yeah, you can simply visit it. It's a cheap ticket you can get, and you can see. Means you will be able to learn as many stars as possible, because they have
Yeah.
recorded versions of it. They played it every day, I think, and it's great. So if you're into space exploration, you can simply, and if you're in Mumbai, then you can simply visit Nehru Planetarium. It's great for that space exploration stuff.
So there's a thing about, uh, if there is a creation, there is a creator. So we know, for everything and substances, or anything related to nature, be it anything in this universe, where there is a creation, there is a creator. Where does God fit into this universe? Because somehow magically there is a creation. If there is a creation, there is a creator.
See, when it comes to God, it's not just one person, one entity, right? Like one individual. See, I'm just stating out my point of view. So,
Yeah.
what I consider God is that it's just a power. Like it, it caused all these things. It caused waves, Big Bang. It caused evolution. So there exists some positive power which people or someone
People call
like
it as
me
God.
would
Yeah,
believe in.
yeah,
Yeah. So if I have faith in them, and it's alright.
There's nothing wrong with having a faith. It's just misuse of faith.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, if you called the creator the uh, leader or someone who has control over the power over all this. So yeah, there exists a creator, like you stated, and all of us are his creation. It sounds like some
Ba- Bhagwan
prayer
ki di
service.
de.
Yeah,
So the my final question from our podcast is that uh 10 years down the line, where do you
yeah.
see ISRO and India space mission heading towards?
See, I have a very positive attitude about ISRO, and they are like um, an inspiration to all of them, all of the young scientists or
Yeah.
people who are into science or physics and stuff. So yeah, they would make progress. They would continue launching satellites, launching geosynchronous, whatever. So I don't see that we are gonna lag behind in these 10 years. We would make progress in
And
much more rapidly than any
Chan-
other country would do.
But
Chandrayaan has been taken a positive note on Chandrayaan. Our mission went really well.
Yeah, because yeah, nobody expects to be like hit the target on first go, right?
And
The launching the place on the moon, that is where the North Pole, right? You know that the tedious part of the North Pole in which they were going to send their rover or satellite to
land on it.
conclude,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
to conclude their research. There was so at that side, no one, like the closest country to go there, to go on that spot was US, and further from it was China.
Yeah.
So India made some progress by actually orbiting it for some days. I guess it's some progress for them, not whole 100%, but some.
But I have one question over here because if let's say there is a company like SpaceX made in India, and it gets a great kind of research. It produces great rockets and all that stuff, and ISRO is little
Mhm.
behind in India. And so let's say that X company, not SpaceX, that X company gets collaborative with ISRO. So, will it be taking the liberty of ISRO of researching,
ISRO of what?
researching ISRO for researching liberty? Will it be taking over the liberty of ISRO for
Yeah,
I
if they
research?
yeah, if they both guys are working together, then they would take help of each other, right? So
Yeah,
that won't be called liberty, right? That would be called working together. Like
but
ISRO would use some of its
and
resources, like
and
their
that's why
capital, and the company would use their ideas, their research, or their labs, and they
and
would
that's why
help.
right now they have announced entry of private sector into ISRO, so
Yeah,
they can invest. And there has been positive feedback on it. So
yeah,
people in private sector can eventually invest.
invest, yeah,
They may
because
start their progression with
yeah.
ISRO.
Yeah, because we need funding for this certain kind of space research. So yeah, because the we are earning. Even Ambani can do it if Reliance takes over it. If Reliance even just tends to donate, is tend to
yeah.
invest some of his money,
Um,
then I
yeah.
think
When it comes to research, Tata has always been the
yeah, yeah, Tata
backbone of
has always been, yeah,
everything. When it
everything.
nuclear, steel, and everything.
It
So I
also
guess
produces electricity, so I think yeah, it's
yeah,
nuclear power plants.
same goes for same goes for Birla and stuff. So I'm not against the privatization of space and thing. I would just want to make sure that they aren't exploiting any of the natural resources. Right. That's my point of view. I'm not against privatization. I'm not against collaborative projects. I am with them. I just don't want to cause any more harm to any other foreign object
Yeah,
or create more space debris, etc.
rather than creating space wars.
yeah.
So thank you, Rahul. Thank you for being on this podcast. I hope you make Galileo and your friends proud.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Thank you for being on the School Fellas podcast. I hope you enjoy.
Yeah.
Sure, share this podcast on various other platforms. Take
Yep.
care, everyone.
Yeah.
Take
Bye.
care. Peace.